Excuse me. Well, YouTube, True Crime Tale for Sake. And this is a story I've been meaning to get to. And one of the stories I would love to see happen more often. And this is about a murder. And I don't know if I want to try and murder that name. Freaking, I'm a Teresita. Yeah. Teresita Basa. Might be Korean. And Alan Showery. I don't even care about that guy's name. Anyways, Showery. I don't even care about that guy's name, like I said. Years after her voice from the grave sent him to jail. That's what I'm talking about, folks. So, like I said, I'm thinking she's Korean. But this woman was a therapist. I'm going to put this article in the description because it's a long one. But, wow. This is an amazing story. I mean, I'll do the details of, what it was. But, the body of the 47 woman was found in her torched apartment on the 15th floor, North Pine Grove Ave in Chicago. She was a respiratory therapist at the now defunct Edgewater Hospital. Police had no suspects until another respiratory therapist named, Remedios Chua. Sorry about that. Started going into trances and channeling the voice of the dead woman that ultimately named her killer, Alan Craphead, a 32-year-old orderly at the same hospital. So, Mr. Orderly over here, disorderly, might as well call him, obviously had a fetish and wanted to, get out of here. Obviously wanted to, have his way with Oriental women. But what he didn't know is that, he was going to get caught. I'm sure he had it well planned out at the time what he did, thinking he'll burn all the evidence. But one thing, and wow, my phone just paused itself. Phone just paused itself. Wait a minute. You still running? Oh, wow. It just paused itself. And now my hands are down here. Talking about ghosts. My favorite subject. But all them cultures out there all believe in the afterlife. That's right. Very strongly. You know, just like the Bruce Lee story and how they claim that their family was cursed by the old, Chinese culture warriors, so be. Obviously, they didn't want what I think, in some ways it makes sense. A lot of that old culture back then didn't want no white man knowing their skilled warrior moves. But, just like Bruce Lee did as Bruce Lee did best, didn't care what the old culture said. So sometimes I think and wonder if that really was, something that could have been a cause of his death, in my opinion. There's so many rumors about that, about the lady who gave him the drugs and did him off, and, I don't know, man. I think that curse, unfortunately, to me, I believe, just like this woman, her spirit was restless, died in an unnatural, brutal manner. She wanted vengeance. And like I say, as you can see in the old Bruce Lee culture, bringing forth the weapon, how can I say that? Weaponry, or, yeah, I can't say that word, I don't use it all the time. But what lied in the future of the Bruce Lee family. Weaponry of Bruce Lee. Forget it, what I'm saying. Yeah, them ancient spirits don't like that. And obviously them ancient spirits don't like to be murdered either in an unlawful manner. So I think this woman, right, very strong and channeling through another woman, because they were probably good friends, working in the same hospital. They were both the same occupation. And this dipstick over here, right, think you're gonna come up somewhere and do some nasty, nasty things. And he disappeared, I guess it says in this article I'm gonna share. Because he did get out well into by his 70s, I guess. I don't know why, but you would think Chicago, after dealing with, the real bad influences of life throughout that city, would have had the death penalty. But they didn't. And they said he sure well was haunted from this. And there was some mysterious woman that sat through his trials. And probably if that person was the one that led him to his disappearance. I don't know what that was about, but that don't surprise me. Because you know what? There are some women out there that are completely brain dead to any type of man like that. Just like Ted Bundy. Murdered all them women. And when I watched that movie in jail, I didn't know anything about Ted Bundy until then in 2004. I mean, I've heard of him, but I never really looked into him. And when I saw at the end of the movie that, 215 women or something in the 200 range wanted to either date him or marry him. It's like, what the are you women insane? Yeah, they had a woman that went into jail to visit him, and they were having sex right in the jail. It's like, oh wow, what kind of jail's this? Would have had my wife come to jail, but no, that wasn't allowed, right? But what sickness! Even the Night Stalker, Ramirez, the idiot that tarnished the friggin' AC/DC song. He got married in jail before his execution. And this guy got some woman suckered in. Oh my God, who knows what he talked her about, but just to find out. But at least this poor lost soul, I hope she follows him to his grave. Hell, let alone give him a heart attack in bed. But like I say, this is a huge thing that I am very interested at all times. I mean, I'm hugely into the supernatural. And, dang it. And yeah, I mean, in the stories like this is what why people should believe. Because this woman, right, came beyond the grave to tell his name. And this is why I'm a huge believer in the supernatural and the afterlife. If this could happen all the time, damn, would be nice. But, something happened to this poor woman, though, after she was buried. And the person in the article, you'll read it, is talking about how there was like 4 or 5 graves throughout this area. And supposedly her body might have been moved from a grave, but no one can find it. It's like, it's one of the mysteries of this story. I don't know if there's any new updates lately, but they said that her grave could have been moved to put a park in. And it's like, wow, that's disrespectful. But, poor woman, if that is true, will never rest in peace. But then again, hopefully she just runs around and haunts this jerk until he's dead. And then I think she'll rest in peace. But, I love these stories, man. This is what brings me to want to do more ghost hunting, is right. Now I'm waiting for some back pay to come in because I already got my camera that I want to get picked. I'm going to be bringing it to some nice locations. Some that I probably already been at, but I needed a better camera. One of them is that graveyard out there in Rutland, Mass, where I got the voice. The name, if you want to check that out. Something clearly says Teddy in the video. Which, mind you, is the friggin' name of my pug. So I don't know if the damn thing was if that spirit was in my mind at the time, and I did lay in a grave out there. And this time with my new camera, oh man, I'm going to be recording right at me. Actually, I can do it with this. My new selfie stand. The light. But other than that, I'm going to give this woman the deserved moment in peace. We all bow our heads. Hopefully this guy's dead and he died a painful death. And her, I hope she's rested in peace now. Till the next video, be safe, take care, always beware. Because we got these scumbags out here just like that. And it's sad and sick to say, man. No matter where you live or go, there's always a scumbag roaming behind you.